You know, I'm standing here on the edge of retirement, and if I look back, honestly, on 44 years, like anybody else, I've had my ups and downs. But I cannot say that, writ large, that Michigan State University has not been good to me and supported me in the development of my career and made it possible for me to do all the various things that I have done.
There are people who've come through Michigan State University throughout their career who may not be a name that everyone knows, the sort of the Walter Adams of the world. Ralph Taggart is one of those individuals who was extraordinary in his field, but very modest about his accomplishments.
Yeah, he's an amazing guy. You know, he is well known at the university for many different reasons. Teaching, research, service, in the area of teaching especially.
My job at MSU was to work with professors to help them improve their teaching. And I've done this for over 50 years. And in that time period, I've seen lots of excellent teachers. And Ralph is one of the top.
There is a lot of discussion, you know, nationally about what makes a good teacher and getting students actively involved. And somehow, you know, Ralph can walk around a lecture hall just, you know, telling stories and describing them, and the students are enthralled.
He makes jokes throughout, so it's like easy to like pay attention because you're not fully focused on all the, you know, important stuff. Like he'll make a joke about something and engage with the class.
I asked him, well, what do you do in some of your classes? He says, we have fun. I said, what do you mean we have fun? Oh, I have fun, so they have fun.
None of us would be in the sciences if at some point we didn't get a sense of wonder about something. Now today we're very matter-of-fact about it. We talk about how many samples we've run in the lab and what the statistical indications are, but that's not the stuff that got us into what we're doing, let alone to give a general student who isn't going to do that for a living a sense of the excitement and the worth of what we do.
It is amazing to me how a single person can have, it's like ripples on a pond. You throw that stone in and it just keeps going out and you never see the end of it.
I feel like a lot of us come to college from different backgrounds, and so learning what I learned in his class had me actually like second guessing, you know, my values, my beliefs, so to speak, but it was actually in the right way. So I feel more confident as a student, as a person, you know.
They're going to be the one that votes. They're the one that's going to shape the future of our government. They're the ones that's going to shape the future of our planet. So I rest a little bit easier at night when I know that thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of students have walked into Dr. Taggart's classroom for even one semester. Their lives are going to be transformed.
I got a long email from a student that I had in that History of Life course 20 years ago, where basically the student says, I changed their life. I didn't turn them into a paleontologist. That wasn't what the course was all about. But they now go through life joyously, this person joyously looking at the world of life around them, the world of geology around them, and reveling in it and passing that on to their kids. And according to this person, they got that in my course. Well, hey, that I've done my job.
Ralph Taggart, throughout his career, took a great interest in how the university worked for its students, how the university worked on behalf of its faculty and staff, to make the place the kind of institution that could be embracing and challenging at the same time.
You know, has had an enormous influence on students and teachers alike. You know, we all try to emulate him to some extent.
Oh, you know, Ralph has been a mentor of mine since I started here. He provides you enough leeway to go your own path, but then, you know, provides you, you know, the education and the stewardship you need along that path, right? I would say that for certain that that he has shaped my life in a very important and significant way. And what I would get from that is hoping that that is the role that I can take on for some of my students.
I look back relatively content. Michigan State University's been good to me, and that's not to say that I didn't occasionally have roaring battles with various department chairs over the years. I paid for that because I figured my being a department chair toward the end of my career was basically payback for all the grief that I gave my department chairs over the years. But by and large, if you look at it largely writ, my experience here, I'm glad I came to Michigan State University. I think I've made an impact. But I'm proud to have been here, and I think that I've made a difference. I would hope that long term that will, I won't be in the same paragraph with Dr. Beal, but I might be in a paragraph someplace.